I think this might be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Jared Yates Sexton. I'd like to give a little insight into what it's like being a journalist in 2017, and why Trump's rhetoric is incredibly dangerous. Go on then, Jared. Go on, it's not like there hasn't been a huge amount of dangerous rhetoric from the media, from the press, from journalists, from actors, from politicians. It's not like this is all one way, but go on, you tell me why Trump's rhetoric is dangerous. So yesterday, I broke the news that the guy who made Trump's CNN gif also created an anti-Semitic meme and was obviously racist. Yeah, he must have got it from Paul. Like everything is racist on Paul, Jared. In the wake of that, I received numerous threats. I was told people wanted to shoot, strangle, hang me, and throw me out of a helicopter. Yeah, they were being really serious, I think, Jared. Some assumed I was Jewish because I spoke out against anti-Semitism. I get that too. Others said that I was a race traitor. Got it on both sides. Well, to be fair... Now articles are showing up on neo-Nazi websites. There are videos spliced with Goebbels telling me not to test his patients. Oh, that's not very nice, is it, Jared? That one also had footage from Natural Born Killers of a journalist being executed by shotgun. Yeah, you should be shaking your booties. Do you think that this is normal, though? Do you think this is all just... You know, people didn't know who you were. They didn't have a problem with the media. There was nothing... It's not like there have been entire crowds of people at Trump demonstrations chanting, "Tell the truth" at CNN or anything. I mean, it's the media was completely objective, unbiased, wasn't pushing the agenda, certainly wasn't calling anyone racist, with or without good reason, as we're shutting down the conversation. And all of a sudden, you're getting all of this. My goodness, where is it coming from? Just where is it coming from, Jared? No self-reflection, though, is there? Just, oh, I'm the victim, I'm the victim. Yeah, no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit if you consider yourself a victim. On forums, under my tweets, there's a list of excerpts from newspaper articles about journalists being slaughtered. The details gory. Meanwhile, people are claiming I'm making up the threats and then immediately threatening me in the same message. Slightly ironic, isn't it, Jared? Over on Facebook, I'm getting messages from strangers about Goyim. You know, you're being terrorized by teenagers in their bedrooms, right? Then talking about what happened to the Jews in the 40s. This environment is the creation of the man in the White House. Oh, no. This is your creation. This is you using the word racist all the time to the point where they're like, yeah, okay. And now what, Jared? What are you going to do? Call them racist? They don't care. They've embraced it. They're happy to be racists. This is what happens when you continually browbeat someone with an epithet when it wasn't necessarily relevant, and now they're just at the point where they don't give a shit. You have made this bed, you fucking hypocrites. There are valid criticisms of the media, many on point. Yeah, there are. And you didn't fucking listen. You did not listen. Do you remember, what was it, Joe Scarborough on MSNBC the morning after? And he sat there going, well, we really fucked up. We became cheerleaders for Hillary Clinton. We abandoned honest, unbiased journalism, and we became cheerleaders. Did anything change? Oh, no. It was Russia, actually. It was a big conspiracy about Russia until Van Jones was caught saying, nah, it's a big nothing burger. Actually, there's no Russian conspiracy. But the media has been pushing this conspiracy theory non-stop because it's anything to save face. Anything to admit that you are the one at fault. But hey, you still don't want to, and now you're the victims of... Well, I wonder what you think you're the victim of, actually. Let's carry on. When you start calling a group of people enemies of the country, this is what happens. When you call them scum, this is what happens. You're doing that right now, Jared. You are calling these people the enemies of journalism, the enemies of you, and you're calling them scum, and you have been calling them scum for the longest time now. They just don't give a shit about your opinion, Jared. You started this. The journalists as a class started this. When they realised they didn't actually have to do anything about these shit posters in their bedrooms, or the people who are actually concerned about immigration, who are actually concerned about their jobs, what happened? You fucking assholes called them racists. And now they don't care. Now they think that you are just the problem, because as far as they can tell, you are the fucking problem. This is what happens when you have Alex Jones calling mainstream media pedophiles and Satan worshippers and threatening to crush them. Yeah, I don't think Alex Jones has much to do with this, to be honest. The environment we have right now is volatile. Again, I've got no fucking sympathy for you at all. None at all. At any point, you could have gone back and double back and retrace your steps and figured out where it was all going wrong. I mean, the most embarrassing thing for me was watching Van Jones, the second this happened, calling this a white lash. This is racist America. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, a week later, sitting down with some family from, like, Ohio or something, and them saying, look, we are just piss poor. And then Van Jones acting like they were breaking some surprise on him. Oh my God, I had no idea. Yeah, you didn't have any idea. That's the problem. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You've got half the story, and you are using your power to maintain your half at the expense of someone else's. And you don't care. And now people are just like, fuck you guys, you're assholes. You're selfish, you're self-interested, you don't give a shit about doing your job correctly. And now you're, oh no, we're the victims of our bad practices and our lack of humility. I've got no sympathy for you, Jared. None at all. Even as I'm typing this, I'm getting anti-Semitic memes and messages. It's happening in real time. Ooh. And everyone keeps bringing up the shooting in Virginia. In a way, they're right. That's what's happened. That's what happens in this environment. 3 attempts on Trump's life, Jared. 3. Constant actors and celebrities just going, hey, why don't we assassinate Donald Trump? Why don't we assassinate Donald Trump? And now his supporters are pushing back against you, and you're like, well, this isn't acceptable, this isn't acceptable. No, this is what you have wrought. You created this environment. You and your cronies in the media. This shouldn't be a country where these violent instincts are cultivated and encouraged. We're at a real tipping point now. Yes, and again, didn't start with them, did it? But make no mistake, there's something growing in this country, and it's very ugly. Oh, something very ugly had already taken over the country. Donald Trump was a response to something very ugly. Check your fucking white privilege, you fucking white male, alright? This is a different phase, but you're right. Trump has only focused this, used it, and manipulated it. Nor am I saying I'm getting worse. I'm just sharing what I want people to know what's going on. Yeah, that's important, Jared. What's that? Writer, Hoosier, assistant professor at CW in GA Southern, work in New York Times, New Republic. The people are going to rise. Are they? Kind of looks like they are rising, Jared. Looks like they're rising against you. The people are rising, and all of a sudden, oh God, oh no, the people are rising. Please, someone stop them. They're not very cultivated. They're not very well educated. They're sending me racist memes. Someone stop the people from rising. Please, please, anything. No, you've made this fucking rod for your own back, Jared. This is what you get for being a bunch of elitist cucks. You understand? This is what you are reaping what you've sown. If you're going to be an elitist, if you're going to condemn a populist, don't be surprised when you find yourself on the wrong side of the argument. You could have changed all of this. None of this had to happen. You just had to stop serving yourselves. That's all. You could have served the public, the people who actually had a problem. I mean, you could have put aside your personal distaste for Donald Trump, your personal desire for what you think the country should be, and be a fucking journalist. But of course, you're not a journalist. You're just a writer, a columnist, an assistant professor as well. So, I mean, you certainly know right from wrong, Jared. Not that wise and far-seeing, though, are you? I mean, I think anyone with half a brain could have seen this coming. Anyone who wasn't stuck in a bubble would have been able to see this coming. But, you know what? I've got no sympathy, Jared. None at all. If you find this scary, fucking retire. Just retire. You don't have to do what you're doing. Just retire. Go get a job at, I don't know, what was it, Walmart. You can stack some shelves. They don't get death threats. They don't get racist memes. Just go get a job stacking a shelf, Jared. Or perhaps you can try and treat these people as your fellow countrymen, rather than an enemy army that has to be dealt with and suppressed. Which, let's be honest, that's how the media has been treating them for, what, the last 5 years, if not longer? No sympathy at all, Jared.